one game closer to the summer playoffs.
Thank you so much. And we're joined here by Steve after that victory. Well, bienvenue and congratulations. Well, fantastic game from you guys and from you in particular. You had some really good plays. And first, I want to ask about your mindset, because obviously yesterday, that super rough game versus Fnatic, is there anything in hindsight you think you or the team could have done differently?
Well, for yesterday's game, well, the way we lane swapped maybe so that I wouldn't get that much behind. And I should play more safe when they have TF and Rek'Sai, like all these globals and an enemy that can snowball, you know?
Yeah, so in this game, obviously, it wasn't the easiest, the matchup versus Shyvana. So how was the beginning of the game for you?
Well, early game is fine, but eventually she can just push the lane and then take camps. And I can't do much against that. But we knew that Maokai would be way more useful in late game, in teamfights and stuff, compared to Shyvana, that you can cut easily.
It certainly seemed that way, and there was a big turning point for us when watching the game with one of the Dragon fights. We were wondering maybe you could look at and talk us through, because this certainly was when you guys kind of stopped worrying about the Wirlib split push. So this, I believe, was one of the very early Dragon fights. So what was kind of the game plan here for you guys with Giants closing in?
Well, we saw Pepi out of position, so we just have to engage. Once we get this pick, we need to defend our backline, so we go instantly back onto Wirlib. And then, yeah, all we have to do is defend our backline, and we have the tanks to protect them, basically.
Yeah, you do pretty well here, zoning and protecting them. You guys do end up winning that trade. Later, you go back and get the Dragon and then a couple of other ones. You say that in a team fight, you are more useful. Although in some of those later game team fights, the game dragged out a little bit longer, I think that it should have, because Wirlib was able to get onto Mr. Rawl. So what do you think happened there?
Well, we should have protected him better, probably. I guess that's our role as the front line, like not so Maokai and me. Rek'Sai, sorry.
Rek'Sai, yeah, indeed. Well, finally, I do want to ask about you guys in the team in general, because now clinched together with Giants, definitely in the playoff race, which I think a lot of people might have counted you out, us included, at the beginning of the season. What has been the general sentiment in the camp?
Well, we knew there's always a chance for the playoff, especially in European LCS, and we really needed this win. And I think we're tied with them right now.
Yeah.
So that's really good for us.
That is fantastic. Well, the best of luck in your upcoming matches. I'm not going to let you go yet because we have a tweet, because earlier at home, we asked the guys at home, well, what is the strongest thing on 5.13? And at the fire, Godaf said, Cinch, that laugh, it tilts people. And oh yeah, and the scaling magic resist on a melee magic damage dealer is cool too. The Fisho had a lot of praise for the Cinch. What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think he's pretty strong. I was thinking about playing him, and it works well against tanks and stuff like this.
Definitely.
You can proxy the wave, and yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see you play that. Well, congratulations on that victory. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next game pits H2K up against the Copenhagen Wolves. Before we go, though, we'll hear how the Wolves have their work cut out for them, because according to Freeze, H2K is still one of Europe's top contenders.
They still have super good early game. They're just a bit sloppy in their personal mistakes where players get caught and then throw the game. But I think they're still a really good team. They get ahead super nice, and they only lose the game when they lose it themselves, when they get caught or something. So they're definitely top team in EU.